Alright, in this tutorial we're looking at completing the square. I'm going to do a few examples of how to do the process, and then we're going to look at one past paper question where it links into parabolas. So this process here might help us go through it. So half, square, subtract, simplify. 4 steps that we're just going to follow each time we do it. So I've got this worksheet here from national5maths.co.uk. Write the following quadratics in the form x plus a squared. So I'm just going to write that here, x plus a squared plus b. So as soon as you see this form, you're thinking completing the square. So the first one from the worksheet here is x squared plus 4x plus 3. So if we're following this half, square, subtract, simplify, first thing we're going to do, this half bit just gets us this first bit of the form we want it to be in, the x plus a squared. And you get that by halving the number here that's attached to the 4. So you've got x, half of that is 2, so plus 2 squared. So the half bit gets you this bit here, so we've done the half tick. You now square it, so square what you've just halved, so 2 squared is 4, and subtract that, so subtract 4. You still have that plus 3 there, plus 3, so you keep it there, and then we're going to simplify for our last step. X plus 2 squared minus 4 plus 3, so you've got minus 1, and that's you got it in the form that you need it to be in. Let's look at another example. This time, I've got this worksheet off National 5, I'm doing part D. So we've got x squared minus 8x plus 9. So to get the first bit, this bit here, you half whatever is attached there to the x. So this time it's x, it's a minus 8 here, so it's going to be minus 4 here, squared. So we've done the halving bit. Next bit we do is square. So you square the negative 4, which is 16, positive 16, and then you subtract that. So it does go back to subtract. Subtract 16, you still got that plus 9, so you've got that there. Last little bit, you simplify, x minus 4 squared, then you've got the minus 16 plus 9, so you've got minus 7. And that's you. I'm going to do one more like this, and then we're going to look at a past paper question that also links into your parabolas. Last one I'm going to do here, I'm going to do x squared minus 2x minus 5. So you get the first bit, the x plus a squared, you get that by doing x, half of this minus 2 is minus 1, squared, squaring that, 1 squared is, negative 1 squared, sorry, is 1, and then subtract it, subtract 1, that's you done your half, square, subtract, you still got the minus 5 there, and then on the next line, you're going to simplify, x minus 1 squared minus 6. So that's how you do the process. Let's look at a past paper question. It says, a parabola has the equation y equals x squared minus 8x plus 19. Write the equation in the form x minus p squared, all squared, plus q. So this is the form that we've just been doing. It just happens to have a p and a q instead of a and b. The y equals we're just going to keep there. So the y equals doesn't affect the process. So if you've forgotten, you might just want to write down half square, subtract, simplify. And we have y equals x squared minus 8x plus 19. So the bit we're working on is the right hand side of this. The y equals is going to stay there. So we get the first bit by putting into the brackets x, half of the minus 8 is minus 4, all squared. So we've done the half. Square that, negative 4 squared is 16, subtract it, minus 16. You still have the plus 19, and so your last step, y equals x minus 4, all squared, minus 16 plus 19 plus 3. That's you completed the square. Now the next part, part B, sketch the graph y equals x squared minus 8x plus 19, showing the coordinates of the turning point and the point of intersection with the y-axis. So we've put it in this form, which is a great form for finding the turning point. We can take the turning point by writing down, this is our A and our B. A, when we get to the turning point, this negative 4 becomes 4, and this 3 is just the other number, the part B. So we've got our turning point of our parabola is 4, 3. You've also to mark in the point of intersection with the y-axis. So crosses y-axis. When x equals 0. So we know it crosses the y-axis when x equals 0. So y equals 0 minus 4 squared plus 3. We've just substituted in 0 instead of x here. So y equals negative 4 squared is 16 plus 3. So y is 19. So our 2 points that we need to mark on our graph are the turning point, 4, 3, and the y-intercept, which we now know as 0, 19. So you can just do a quick sketch. The other thing that we know from this is that our x squared here is positive. There's no negative sign in front of it, so we know it's a minimum turning point. So roughly 4, 3 here. We've got our turning point. So I'm just going to mark in 4, 3. We know it's a minimum turning point, so I'm going to draw in this curve. I'm going to mark that. Obviously, it's not to scale, but I'm going to mark that in as 0, 19. And those are the 2 points you'd have to mark. You have to show the shape and 2 points. And that's you for completing the square.